You have great lighting. I hate you a little bit.
Honestly, it might get worse in the next half hour. We will see. We will.
Same, because like I'm in like Vincent's plant room right now that he's
Yeah.
finished and like I don't have much light.
Hmm.
I just put together, let me show you my rig for my movies. But
Yes.
like I have a light on it right now that I'm using.
Yes.
Um, I just put this together like 10 minutes ago, so we'll see how it
Mhm.
goes. So, what's up, everybody? We're back. This is episode, what is this? Episode three or episode four? We're on an additional episode of Pretend We're Critics. I'm Sydney,
I'm Justice.
and today we're going to be talking about a TV series. Actually, we're not even going to be talking about a movie. We're talking about Alien Earth, which just ended its first season. Was it 2 weeks ago?
I believe
I think.
so.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna get into the the mess of that. Tell me, first off, what did you think about the series in general? Like aside from the season finale, which I do need to talk about.
In general, I really enjoyed the series. I've
Right.
seen that as controversial. I might have a controversial opinion, but I
Very
really
controversial,
actually
right?
liked it. I thought it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
And we'll get more into it, but I think I really enjoyed it in part because Alien Romulus also came out. Was it this year or last year?
it was
And
this year. Yeah,
it was this year, right?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think if Alien Romulus had not come out, I would have a very different opinion of the show.
Okay.
Um, But we'll get into that
I
later.
I s- honestly, when it first was announced, I was not here for it at all. Like I knew that Romulus was coming and I was very excited for that. But then like they were like, okay, well, you're getting also Alien Earth. And my initial thought was that they were doing what Alien versus Predator did. You know what I mean? Where they were like trying to get
Mhm.
more, people in on it, like it's coming down to Earth or whatnot like that. And like Alien versus Predator Requiem like elaborated on it a little bit, but even though it was a shitty ass movie, that's
Mhm.
where I thought their direction was going.
Same.
So to have it be where it's like years in the future, where we're like, we're still part of the alien universe, it's just on Earth, but a more futuristic dystopian Earth. Love that. Like they didn't give us
Yes.
that during the during the previews or when they were talking about it. They
Yeah.
just said, "Oh, we're just gonna give you something new. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that." And I'm like, "Okay, so it's gonna flop." My initial thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
But after the first episode, I was like, "Okay, they actually have something going on here. This is actually like a story. This is actually like, advancing the story of the xenomorphs and like the lore as well." But I heard that they weren't really taking anything from what was it, Alien Covenant or Alien Prometheus?
Prometheus.
Prometheus, yeah. Which is interesting to me because I think it's the first one where we're not getting like an additional Prometheus or we're not getting an additional Covenant or whatnot like that, even though people were, I think, thinking that this is where it was going. What do
Hmm.
you think about
So, what was interesting about that? Because I heard that. Okay, two thoughts.
that?
One,
Yeah,
this show, Alien Earth, actually, I think speaks to Alien Prometheus and Alien Covenant more than anything else in the series. I feel like the exploration of synthetic intelligence and
yeah,
just being is super strong in Alien Earth in a way that it is only truly that strong also in Prometheus and Alien
right.
Covenant, right? Like it feels like almost a direct spiritual successor in that way. So it was kind of surprising to hear that too. But what Noah Hawley really was talking about with Prometheus and Alien Covenant is he disagrees with Ridley Scott's interpretation of xenomorphs as engineered beings. He believes that they're a function of evolution. And so that's the main thing. That's his main disagreement with Prometheus and Alien Covenant is that the xenomorphs are more naturalistic in his opinion. And you kind of see that in Alien Earth. You kind of see that in the show.
Yeah,
But I think it's interesting because I don't fully know that it's like I don't think there's a solid line on that necessarily with
right.
xenomorphs still,
Yeah,
even in Alien Earth. And I would agree with there are criticisms that the xenomorphs didn't get enough play in Alien Earth. Um,
there was like none at all.
yeah, so I
One
agree
of
with that.
one of my biggest negatives is that like with the xenomorph and it doing the kills or whatever like that, all the kills were off screen. I was so upset. They even gave us an episode where they were like warning us this is like the most bloodiest of them all, which is one that paid homage to the original movie. Loved it,
Hmm.
awesome. You know,
Hmm.
it's been done before, but still, I will see it, 10 times down, or it doesn't matter. But when you have a xenomorph and you're like killing everybody on the ship, I want to see it, okay? Like
Same.
I don't want you to like cut to our cyborg friend or whatever like that, like talking to Mother,
Same.
while everybody in the background is getting like demolished or whatever like that. Like show the carnage.
Show it.
Why won't you show the carnage? It doesn't make
Yep.
any sense to me. I get it was on Hulu, it's on FX or whatever like that, and you probably can only go so far. You should have sold it to somebody else then, because like that's what makes the Xenomorph so fucking terrifying. Like, come on. All you hear is screaming and screeching, and that's it. It's like, really? That's it? That's all
Yeah.
you're giving me? And
Yeah.
then we get the aftermath. It's ridiculous.
And I think it's interesting too, because the first two episodes, and I think especially episode two, I was
Yeah.
shocked because one of my fears with when the series was coming out was that I thought it would be similar to like the Mist TV show. Like I feel like a lot of these sci-fi shows have a tendency to go into TV form and then not show the creature or show their monsters at all, or like
Right.
wait till the very last few episodes or just do a bunch of stills. And so by episode two, we had been seeing the xenomorph. We saw that xenomorph all up and down that
We
damn
did. Yeah.
block, that the party or whatever. But I agree with you. A lot of the kills are off screen, and I don't think the xenomorph was the star of the show this time around in a way that usually extremely annoys me. Like
Yeah.
that was my issue with Prometheus. That was my issue with Alien Covenant. I was like, y'all are showing me things that are not why I'm here because I am here for the xenomorph. Okay. And
Yeah.
that's what I love so much, even about like the original Alien versus Predator, is that we got to see a lot of xenomorph and
Yes.
Predator.
Yeah.
And like, so usually that really bothers me. I think the reason it didn't bother me as much for Alien Earth is because I love creature design and all
I
the other
know.
aliens in
Yes.
this show were fucking amazing. Okay.
The
Like
biggest
in Noah
positive.
Hawley, he said something about like he added all these other aliens because as many times as they've tried to redo xenomorphs, they haven't been able to bring, I forget the word he used, but they haven't been able to bring that shock factor back. They haven't been able to bring that like that
Well, maybe
new
if you showed some
feeling of
kills, maybe it'll be
terror.
there. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
And frankly, again, this goes back to my earlier point. If Romulus had not come out, I would have a whole different opinion of this. Because what
Yeah.
I think Alien Romulus did really well is it reinvented the xenomorph and made them horrifying again.
Yes.
Whether it was the horde of fucking face huggers, whether it was swimming through zero gravity
So good. So
xenomorph
good.
acid blood all around you, like it
Yes.
made them scary again. And then the offspring, right, which
Hmm.
creepy, but it made them scary again.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this year I've gotten so much of my xenomorph love and thing that I was like seeing these ticks and seeing the eye and seeing the fly was like,
Yes.
oh, okay, I'm feeling fed, even though I do
Yeah.
feel like our xenomorph friend did not get the true billing that he deserved
I
or they
agree.
deserved in the show.
I don't know. I absolutely loved the additional aliens for sure. Well, I mean, creatures. They were great. The eye obviously was the standout. It was fantastic. You want to talk about somebody who was on site with the xenomorph every single time? I really want to know that backstory. Like, how the hell did they get so mad at each other? Like,
Hmm.
are they have to have come from the same planet or some same whatever. They are it's like deeper than the predator versus the alien. Like it's like whatever this is. I don't even know. Did they give it a name? I
Uh,
forget.
T Ocellus, I want to say.
Absolute badass. Just like the
Yeah.
coolest fucking creature. I loved it. And the whole concept of it embedding itself into any eye, any like living organism's eye, and
Oh,
taking over its body. Chef's fucking kiss. Like, yes.
yes.
Finally, some good shit. Like
Uh,
crazy. But I wanted to know what was the backstory. Why does it hate the xenomorph so fucking much? And I mean, they were going at it. Like
got it.
that first scene when they like were boy, like
Mhm.
something so small kicking that damn thing's ass. Come on.
Hmm.
Give me
Hmm.
more. Give me fucking more. But it was so good, so awesome. And seeing how this is where I don't want to spoil the ending, but I mean, it's been 2 weeks. So the ending, we see all the creatures, escape basically, and like
Yeah.
they're showing off. I didn't get as much excitement as I did with the eyeball at all. Like because everybody else had like maybe one scene, they had one kill or whatever like that, but it didn't really give us, what we wanted here.
Yeah.
I mean, the big plant thing from the very beginning, like a little thing hanging from there, I thought that was going to be wild. And it's just a big Venus flytrap, and that's it. And I was like, okay, well, sure. Why
I
not?
figured.
That's
I
all
figured.
it is.
Yeah.
It was cool looking, and I was like really ready for it because I knew that it was gonna be something like wild. But no, no, just little Venus flytrap.
Yeah,
Good.
I agree. I think that that was the probably biggest disappointment was the plant. I think we all were really expecting the reveal to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
The fly, those flies,
Oh, Jesus.
those are my favorite. Those fucking scrotum flies, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking of. They were disgusting. Oh my God.
nasty.
Ugh, I loved
Can't.
it. Yeah, no.
Poor guy,
Yeah,
though.
but
Let's
I
talk
agree
about.
with you. The
So
Go
we
ahead.
have Boy Genius. Not to switch gears, but like we have Boy Genius. He is probably my new favorite villain of anything. I can't even call him a villain. I just think that he has a vision and his vision is very clear. It's very adamant. He knows the fuck he wants. And he just needs everybody to act the fuck act right, basically, for him to have this vision come to fruition. Um, he's smart. He's intelligent. He reminds me a lot of Lex Luthor, but just more crazy, like
Yeah.
terrifying. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, everything about him and how he incorporates the story of, Peter Pan and Neverland and everything like that, it flowed so well. And he killed the hell out of that damn character. Like I loved to hate it. I loved to hate him. Like so good. Every time he was on screen, he was a screen stealer, for sure. What do you think?
100%. That the actor embodied Boy Cavalier with so I had so much disgust and disdain for this man
Yes.
every time he
Yeah.
appeared on screen.
I
And
hate you
it
so
was a
much.
brilliant character. He made complete sense. His
Hmm.
feet, I literally wanted to chop his foot off. I wanted
Me
to
too.
fucking misery him, okay? I was so over it. Like, oh
Ugh.
my God. But he was brilliant and his character felt so clear. And there's a moment, spoiler for those who haven't seen it yet, there's a moment I want to say in like episode 3 or 4 where you realize what he's doing. You realize
Yes.
he actually is insane and he
Yes.
actually wants to basically eliminate the human race so that he could be the only adult mind among them. And
Because he
like
doesn't
it's
have.
very implicit.
It's so great though. Like he said it already though. Like he said that he couldn't have a conversation with anybody, and it's like the hardest thing ever. Like that, it's no reason for him to live if he can't have a conversation, like a smart conversation with
Mhm.
anybody. So
Yeah.
he'll just make somebody he can have a conversation with. Originally, that's what he said, but now his interest is in the eye, the alien creature, because it's smart, it knows things, and
Hmm.
like, oh wait, oh yeah, it did. It found a new body, which is wild, and now I can talk. I hate that they did that. I fucking hate. I knew it was gonna happen, but I was just like, don't fucking do this to me. Cliffhangers
I
get
was
on my
happy. I was
nerve.
happy for the actor who they put in it. I was like,
I
oh,
know. I get. He didn't deserve what happened to him. I
no,
will
he
say
did not.
that. And his wife was a bitch. God, I hated her. I mean, I loved her. I thought she was great and all that good stuff. But like, that's your husband. Like, you're not ten toes down for your husband. Are you for real?
So
That's
that's
messed up.
the thing, right? There's so many ways like we can critique the series and like no series is above critique. But some of the writing was just so brilliant. So even with her, right? The last thing that got said to her in the finale, and so watch the finale or skip ahead. The last thing that got said to her, she was like, "Oh, I don't know what she said, but Wendy basically said to her, 'You're not a good person.
Oh yeah.
Just think you did good things, but you still put 6 kids in the ground.'" And it's
Yes.
like, her embodiment of just like white femininity in that way. And
Hmm.
when I was watching with my friend Relly, and they do that pan shot of all the folks in the all the villains in the caves,
Yeah, what a
and
shot too.
my friend was just like too pathetic to even need restraints. She was just sitting there like a little doll, just sad. Um, and like she like her yeah, she deserved even worse. Frankly, all the villains deserve worse. My biggest critique, even though I actually kind of really liked the finale, because I thought the finale was gonna go in the direction of all these monsters gonna get loose, we're gonna see a killing fest, which
That's
frankly
what
I
I
would have
wanted. That's
loved to see on screen.
what I wanted.
Fair. And I was like, oh, one of my big critiques of shows that don't have a contract written in for multiple seasons is do not give me a season that's dependent on another season. And this very much was that in a way where I don't think it had to be. I think it could have been completely standalone.
Hmm.
I think it could have benefited from that. And yet, I still really enjoyed the finale because I want to see more of these creatures and I want to see more of
Yeah.
Wendy. Though they made her a little OP a little too early. I don't know how that's gonna
Yes,
work out.
I
Um,
agree.
I don't know how that's gonna work out. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why like the plant reveal didn't land as hard. I think it's the
Hmm.
reason like even in that we still didn't get the xenomorph be the monster it is. And I think if the xenomorph really got time to shine in that finale, it would have shifted the whole series for some folks
I
because
agree.
yeah, they would have been like saving it.
Yeah.
But also there was again some of the writing of just like run.
You
Like
know what? That whole entire scene, so fucking cheesy. So like I was like, girl, ain't nobody scared of you.
ain't
Run.
nobody
Are you
scared of
kidding
you.
me? That's what you say? Come on. That was so lame. It was lame. It
I
was
love
lame.
I love
I hate it. You could have come up with something better. Like for real?
She could have,
Run.
but also this man was so fucking arrogant that it's like you still gonna just stand there? You still just gonna stand there.
I
Um,
guess.
but I loved his arrogance. So
Me too. I was here for all of it. But like
okay.
no, she becoming like this like unsung hero or whatever like that was too quick for me. I feel like I think it was like it was I mean, I understand she's synthetic or whatever like that, but it was just a switch. And then like all of a sudden her brain rewired and like she's like, "No, you know what? I don't like humans. Fuck y'all." Okay? And it's just weird. And like you said about the good writing, with her brother being, that anchor that he was for the first few episodes, and then him shooting someone that she barely knew. Let's be honest, like she barely knew, while she was there in the hospital. That's the one that triggered it. Like that's your brother. You remember your brother. You were fighting tooth and nail to go see your brother. And now after he plants a bullet into one of your, indestructible friends, by the way, all of a sudden you just hate humans. I didn't like that. I was like, okay, that's weird. Her with old girl, the mother of everybody, made sense. That
Hmm.
makes sense. I get that. But having her brother be that turning point after he's been the anchor this entire time, a little weird for me. I don't know.
I can see that. Honestly, I thought the brother was the weakest part of the whole show. He was annoying me.
You do? Ooh,
Um,
wait, why?
do. I thought I didn't believe him, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't
Hmm.
think I believed the confusion. Because for me, one of the hard things to believe was like, you're seeing your sister, she's in a different body, she's a robot now, you've been thinking she's dead the whole time. You kind of just accepted that this girl is alive a little bit too quick. Um,
I think he was under the impression that he would be able to get her back and like bring her home so that they can like start over.
which also is insane. Because
I
like
think
who do you work for, dude? And that's the other thing. They left it unresolved that like
Yes, they
he
did.
never
Yeah.
found out that she's the reason he got stuck there.
Hmm.
That never got resolved. And I think that was part of her switch too, was when he kind of flipped when they finally saw the graves of their like old bodies. She's like, "Oh, I'm actually not human. I'm actually not a little girl." and actually all of y'all are inferior. And that, because I will say, I agree with you. The last line, which I thought was crazy, um, now we rule. I was like, oh. That's why I'm like, it feels like a spiritual successor to Alien Covenant. Like it
I
feels very
know.
Alien Covenant, where like the synths are just like, actually, you're not as good as us. And the only ones who are as good as us are the xenomorphs. They're the only equal that we have. Right?
Man, I don't,
Yeah.
it's something about it. It's something about it I just cannot vibe with, and I don't know what it is. But I mean, it's very similar to Alien 4, Alien Resurrection,
Mhm.
where, they bring Sigourney Weaver back and she's this like, all-powerful thing or whatever like that. But there's a new synthetic, Winona Ryder, who is supposed to be the upgrade to
Yeah.
upgrades, basically. And it's that same dynamic. But that's the reason why Alien Resurrection did not work, because people hated it. It was more focused on Winona and her relationship with Sigourney than the actual xenomorph in general.
Yeah.
Mind you, Sigourney had a, alien baby or whatever like that that she had to kill, sure. But we didn't have any of that in Alien Earth. So I don't know. I'm not vibing with the whole, okay, tables have turned
Mhm.
for, the kids or whatever like that, and now that they're in control. I can't see how that's going to play out for another season. So I think I love this first season. I thought it was great, but you could have just ended it with that. Just this could have been like like a short series, I guess, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like a mini series.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it. And you could have kept it at that. It's just another story, another tale in the Alien universe.
Yeah.
Um, And that could be a reason why a lot of people are giving it, a lot of shit right now too, is because it's like you're trying to drag out something that really does not need to be dragged out that much.
Real.
Although the aliens, like the new aliens or whatever that absolutely deserve their shine, I don't think that another season, it warrants another season. So I'm a little on the fence. We'll see.
Fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, too, some of those aliens still ended up in captivity, which is crazy. I like that part doesn't land for me.
No.
These creatures weren't getting out, in particular because honestly what I thought was going to happen was that the eye was going to release them all for chaos anyway. That thing is
Me
too
too.
smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely see that. I feel that. Did you have a favorite episode?
My favorite episode was the one that paid homage to the original film. It was,
Oh,
yeah,
really? Okay.
I love that. They did it before, with Romulus, a little bit,
Hmm.
when you went to go see Romulus, when I went to see it. But having them all sit at the table and like all wake up from the cryo chamber and all like I was smiling the entire time. And then as things started progressing and like, the carnage started happening, I was like, okay, this is great, this is awesome. But also I want to see it
Yeah.
because God damn it. Ugh. But that was my favorite episode. I will say there's one other one that I enjoyed a lot. Um, Not the first one. It was when the cyborg and the synthetic uh first met and when they clashed, when they fought. I
Yeah.
think this was the last episode. It was like they actually fought like big
Yeah,
time.
that was the last episode. Yeah.
It was such a good like pull of power, you know what I mean? Because both of them are, technically at the same level, and it's just like, who's gonna be the better bitch, basically. And
Yeah.
like I was rooting for both. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Same, same.
Because look, the cyborg was my favorite. I loved his stone face. I loved everything about how his demeanor was. What's his name?
Let
Because
me
like
find it. Because Morrow, he was a great character. I think he was my favorite character, and I think I
so
wanted
good.
him to win so badly. I think I was rooting for him. Uh, Babu Sise, I believe is how his name
Absolutely.
is pronounced.
I will watch anything that he's in. He has such charisma on camera. Like
Yes.
he's that motherfucker. And Josh Duhamel, is it Josh Duhamel? No, it's
No,
what's his name?
Timothy Oliphant.
Yep, Oliphant. That's it. Um, Fantastic. Fantastic. I was very surprised actually when I heard that he was casted as this character. I was like, really?
Hmm.
Because the stuff that he's been doing lately has not just been hitting, so I didn't know he had it in him to actually do this. I think the
Same.
last thing I saw him in was Santa Clarita, Santa Clarita
Yeah,
Diet.
I love Santa Clarita Diet.
I did too, but not everybody did for a good reason. Like it was a little,
It was so foolish.
it was very, very off the whack.
It was.
And like it was, yeah, it's a acquired taste, I guess, to no
Mhm.
pun intended, to like that show. But I was very, very surprised with him, and he just sold the hell out of synthetics for me, like big time. Like he had the same energy as Michael Fassbender in Covenant, and
Yeah.
uh, what is it, Covenant? No, it's Prometheus.
Mhm.
Sorry. Um, I just loved it, and I loved their fight. I loved it so much because it was building up to it. You knew they hated each other. It's just like two people who just, oh God, I would freaking rip your neck off if I could.
Oh.
And they finally did it, and I'm like, yes, do it, do
Mhm.
it. Beat his ass. I was like rooting for both of them. It was crazy. And now his neck is broken though, isn't it? Like
It's
this is what
bad
I'm talking about.
condition.
Like it's he can't get repaired while he's in that chamber. So what is he gonna do? Like what is left for that character to do?
Because that's the thing. As much as I loved that shot of all the villains in the cage. They didn't need to survive. The only one who I actually wanted to survive the end of the show was Morrow. But Morrow
Yeah,
is the only one who I thought like earned his I'm making
right.
this the next chapter, whatever that looks like. But yeah, I loved Morrow. I think he was an incredible character at. I loved Timothy Olyphant's performance. Also, synthetics are always a little just like a little.
Hmm.
I'm just like, oh,
A
okay,
little bit.
just a
Oh no,
little.
he was one of the girls for sure.
He's just
Like
one of the girls for
he's
sure.
one of the girls. Yeah.
But yes, I don't know what they're gonna do with them next time. Similar to you, my favorite episode, it was episode 6, it was The Fly, of which I don't
Yeah.
have to talk about that thing. Partly for The Fly, but also because it was the episode where Boy Cavalier and Utani meet. And so it's that boardroom
Yes.
scene. Then Morrow and Kirsch, the
Mhm.
Timothy Olyphant's character, they
Yeah.
have their little elevator scene. And it's just like there's definitely a clarity as to who all these characters are, even with the eye sort of trapping that poor
Hmm.
boy in
He
that
was so adorable. I hated that he died. I really wanted him to live.
he had
He
a
didn't.
great death scene though. He acted the hell out of that because I
He
was like,
did.
damn, this is disgusting, and you are
This
God,
is bad. Like, God damn, boy.
you are
You
cooked.
are, boy.
You are
You are cooked. Oh my
Mm,
gosh. It was bad. I felt really bad. But they played it off like it was nothing though. I think like Oliphant's character was the only one that actually showed true like, somewhat sadness. Obviously they don't have feelings, but you
you
could
think
tell.
so? I felt like
I
he set
think he
that
does.
boy
Yeah, I
up.
know. I think
He
he does.
set that boy up. He said, I want to see what happens.
I know. I know.
Honestly, because that's the showdown I really want. So if they do get a season 2, the showdown I really want is Timothy Olyphant's synthetic and the Eye, because they were the two true scientists in the whole
Yes.
show. In that episode, I think shows it where like Timothy Olyphant, Kirsch, he's watching all this from afar and he's
Yeah.
setting it up from afar. He told him go, go. He basically told him you could go do it yourself, right? Like
Yeah.
if I'm remembering that correctly, he was kind of like, yeah, go see what happens.
Uh,
And then the eye was also trying to see,
yes.
as far as I was concerned, the eye was also trying to see what the fly could do. Because the eye
Hmm.
already saw what the rest of these things could do. He's like, okay, fly, what you got? And like
Yeah.
to me, they were both such observers of trying to
Hmm.
figure out what was going on and watching
Right.
everyone at the same time to figure out like how the shit could work. And I wanted to see their face off a little bit. Um,
Okay.
More
I can
than
see that.
even Maro Kirsch, because Maro to me still feels like a human character. Even though
Right.
he's a cyborg, he still feels very much like a human character
Hmm.
versus Kirsch, who does not feel like a human character. He feels like
Well,
a robot with his own agenda.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, he's emotionally unavailable, and it's just for sure.
yes.
Has no time for it at all.
Hmm.
Um, but with the eye having a new host, I a new host that can talk. Like this is that could be a big base for what season two is going to bring. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Um, but I mean, the body that he's in has a big ass hole in its
it
its
does.
chest.
Sure
And like
does.
it's fun. I don't know how long it's going to be able to stay in that body before he has to move on to another one. But I don't know. I'm confused. I loved it. I really did. I think overall the season was fantastic. I'm glad that they brought us another story in the Alien universe, but I'm still on the fence about a season two. I don't even know if we're gonna get
Fair,
one, to be honest,
fair.
because like usually they would tell you by now that it's been renewed, but as we've discussed, the reactions to Alien Earth have been very, very, two-sided. Like people love it or people hate it. And like the people who hate it are speaking louder than the people who loved it. So
Mm,
I don't know.
mm.
We will see. What do you hope to expect in a season two? What do you think?
If we see a season two, I do want to see the monsters released. In particular, I feel like the plant still need justice. And also, I personally, what I would want to see and what I thought they were going to do was I thought this was going to be the end of this portion of the story, and that we would start to see how do these very intelligent, very dangerous creatures, for the most part, destroy an Earth ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
that
that's
makes
what
sense.
I kind of am looking forward to. So, or that's what I would be looking forward to. I don't think that's what we're gonna get at all. I think we're gonna get a Wendy versus I while Boy Cavalier tries to escape story. And that to me does feel a little less compelling
Hmm.
because again, even at the end of this, I don't see the place for the xenomorph to be a protagonist or like to be
Yeah.
a like moving force in the story. And ultimately, like if it gets a season two, the xenomorph has to have more of a starring role. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
not Alien. Like like
Right. But I
um
mean, you're right on the money with that though. Like they didn't give it much screen time here, nor did it give it much story, aside from the fact that old girl was its caretaker, so to speak, the mother.
mhm.
Again, this is paying homage to Alien 4. But I would like to see the Utani versus Boy Cavalier. Like, because
Yes.
that still needs to happen. Like the board meeting was one thing and that was great, but that was like a appetizer to what is about to happen, and that's what I really want. I want her to go in like full head, because I know she's got some tricks up her sleeve. But again, and talk about another character that didn't get the screen time that they needed. And I get that you want to keep her, mysterious and just like off in the back in the shadows, but she wasn't even working on anything in those shadows. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she just came and popped in here and there or whatever like that. I think 3 episodes out of
Yep.
all the episodes that we had, we saw her. So. And
Yep.
she's a fantastic character. Literally thought it was Lucy Liu for a hot second, but it's not. And
Yep.
that's horrible on me. I know I'm bad, but still, um, still great, fantastic. And I wanted to see more of her. Like
Yeah.
so many good characters. Is it that they had so many good characters that everybody was doing their characters so fucking well that they were outshining everyone? There was like no balance to anything. You know what I mean? Everybody
Yes.
was just kicking ass with their characters.
Yes.
Ah,
Because
what
I
a
have to give a shout out. Let me pull up his name. I have to give a shout out to the kid who the guy who played oh, what was his name? Not slightly. The black guy. Uh
um.
oh my goodness.
Wasn't Toodles.
Was it no, it wasn't
No,
Toodles.
Toodles was
Toodles is the one who got melted.
yeah.
Smee.
Smee. Yeah.
Smee. Jonathan Ajayi, I believe his name is.
Hmm.
Smee embodied a child. That
Yes, he
that
did.
actor, he did so good embodying childhood in a
I
full
loved it.
male adult body. They did not give him enough time
No,
on
they
as
didn't.
far as I'm concerned, because I don't feel like he had his own real storyline. His storyline felt very attached to Slightly for me, but I thought he did an incredible job with just his mannerisms, his
Yeah.
embodiment, just being actually being a kid.
Well, he
Uh,
was the youngest out of the entire group. He was the last one, I think, to get transferred over to that body. So it
mhm.
makes sense, and I agree with you. He killed the hell out of that, and I loved his friend too, because he did his due justice as
He
well. But
did.
his
He
thing, oh
did.
my God, um,
Slightly.
loved his journey of him, like basically being a undercover spy for
Hmm.
oh boy. Um, and what a sad backstory though, like the ending to it. He didn't die, right? No, he didn't die,
No,
but
no,
he didn't get his mother back either, though. That's the
no.
thing. It's sad. I feel real bad.
Morrow said he didn't kill his mother, so we'll see if that's true.
Doesn't mean that she's not dead though. He said that he
Exactly.
didn't kill her, but more than likely,
Exactly.
yeah. Considering how everything has gone and considering how crazy Boy Cavalier is, I would assume that his mother is gone, unfortunately. Like
I mean,
that's
yeah, I agree with you.
I think that's gonna be it. Like he'll find a death certificate or something in the next season if we get a next season, and then that's where he's gonna go over the edge. I mean, he's already over the edge. Like we saw that at the end, but like now, like he'll probably go looking for her, and like he'll probably leave the base and leave whatever like that to go searching for her, and then find out that she's dead. Come back and be like, okay, well everybody's dying because I don't give a fuck anymore. That's it.
Honestly, what could be an interesting way to take season two if they do continue it is to see if if they do turn into rulers and they she lets her pet xenomorphs do whatever they want to do. It would be interesting to see that city transformed by the xenomorphs and maybe some of the other creatures, and maybe the kids, the lost boys, whatever they are, they're not the main stories. Maybe they're the antagonist in the next season, and we get a new protagonist that has to deal with this new landscape and them.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want season two to be a little less on the nose, if you
Okay.
will, if it happens.
Yeah.
And part of that again is because I really want the xenomorphs to take their spotlight. Um,
Yeah.
so we'll see what that looks like. Um,
Yeah, I think the Xenomorphs deserve their spotlight. I want to see the brother versus the sister because that is definitely going to happen. You know
yeah,
he's going to either one of them is going to have to kill each other, one another,
yeah.
and then Utani versus Boy Cavalier. Yeah, those three. Those are the biggest things that I want to see. Um, but I don't know, Justice. I really don't know. I don't think we're going to get another season. That's just my opinion on it. But.
I think you're right. At this point, we haven't heard anything, so I think you might be right. I'm
If
like,
y'all haven't seen it, it's a great series. We're gonna end it here because I know like I'm losing daylight and I'm not gonna be able to be present anymore, unfortunately. I know you're losing daylight too, but even so, Alien Earth is streaming on Hulu, provided by FX, I think, right?
yes.
All right, and entire season is out. Let us know your opinion on it, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.